Hey guys, Dave Moore, idavemore.com, coming at you for video 3 of my Glock mods series. And this video is all about stippling your grip and undercutting your trigger guard. As you can, as you can tell, I have my Glock 22 stippled. Now the reason why my Glock 19 is not stippled, and I do consider stippling a must when it comes to concealed carry, but the reason that this is not stippled is because I am waiting for my Agency Arms Gen 4 magwell to come in as to get a good line where the stippling needs to end so I do not impede the installation process of the Agency Arms. So I am going to stipple my Glock 19, and this kind of sounds hypocritical that it's not stippled yet, but I say it's a must. I am just waiting on that magwell, and once that magwell comes in and I get a reference point of where it is at, I am going to stipple it. But as you can tell, I have already undercut the trigger guard, which is another must for me that I will talk about in this video. So not to be a hypocrite, this will be stippled, it's just a matter of time. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to refer to my Glock 22, which has been my concealed carry gun for the past 2 years. As you can tell, it is stippled, the whole grip is stippled, and the trigger guard is undercut. Now, stippling. Why did I stipple it? Well, it gives you a hell of a great grip on your firearm. It helps you to reduce recoil due to that amazing grip, and the undercut of the trigger guard helps you get that very high tang grip that I talked about, and it gives you a reference point for your support hand. So, all of that in conjunction just makes for an awesome system. So really the stippling came to light and really showed me how useful it is whenever I took the Stage Dynamics Defensive Handgun Fundamentals class, and it poured rain the entire time, and I had zero problems holding on to the gun. No matter how wet my hands got, I had no problems holding on to the gun. And it helps you just keep that very high tang grip on the firearm. And yes, that is a term, high tang grip. So the stippling really helps achieve and keep that grip, as well as that undercut that is right here helps get your hand up even higher on that gun, and the undercut that is right here gives you a reference for your support hand to reside. So why did I stipple it? For grip, better control, better recoil management, and just overall better grip of the gun in any situation, or most situations. Why did I undercut the trigger guard? To get that high grip and to give me a reference point for my support hand. How did I stipple my gun? Well, I did not stipple the bottom part here because at the time I ran a magwell, and I wanted to leave that available to have the magwell on there. I also did not stipple the back here, the beaver tail or the tang of the Glock, because when you get that high grip, if that part is stippled, it is going to rain hate on that sensitive webbing of your hand. Plus, from the holster, having that stippled, you cannot slide your hand in there good enough to get that high grip. So it would impede the gripping process from the draw. So those are the parts that I did not stipple. Now, I stippled the bottom of the trigger guard here, just in case my support hand starts to slide. It gives me some grip to maintain that good firing grip. And I stippled along the entire left and right side of the gun, especially the front part here for an index point of my trigger finger, and on the part here for the index point of my support thumb. Now, I probably didn't need to stipple all along this whole side here and here, but I did because I said, screw it, I'm not trying for a fancy pattern, let's just stipple it. So, ultimately, stippling is one of the necessities for my concealed carry guns. I know my Glock 19 isn't stippled, it's just a matter of time before it is. It gives you awesome grip. It gives you good reference points in the undercut of the trigger guard. Helps you get that high tang grip. And really, no matter how wet you are, you can hold on to this gun no problem. Especially with the Glock 19, a compact or a subcompact gun, that undercut of the trigger guard right there helps you get a very high grip. Especially when doing reloads, it helps to keep your pinky finger from getting caught in that mag well. So just a matter of time before my Glock 19 is stippled. Lastly, I kept the finger grooves. I know a lot of you do not like the finger grooves, but I like the finger grooves because it gives me kind of a pivot point to push down on when controlling recoil. So I like the finger grooves on there, and I will always keep the finger grooves on there, though that kind of comes into personal preference. So stippling, a Glock must, or a polymer pistol must in my mind. The cons to it are it is expensive to get done, it is very time consuming to do it yourself, and you can ruin your gun. But if you watch my previous video on stippling, you might learn something, and I'll also do another video on stippling here soon when I get to do my Glock 19. So stippling is my number 3 Glock mod that I feel is necessary to any polymer frame pistol. Until the next one, guys, keep shooting.